What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing something very different here. So today I decided that it would be kind of fun to do a little game. So this game, I actually got the idea from a YouTuber. He's a really awesome YouTuber. His name is Dean Knight 333. One of the coolest YouTubers that I watch. I absolutely love his videos. He has an amazing collection of figures, and I'm like really jealous of the stuff that he gets because they're amazing figures. But he's been doing this thing for the last couple of days, and it's called Don't Make Me Choose. So he basically takes two of the figures randomly in his collection and he pins them up against each other, and it's basically choose which figure that you like more, and basically like a scenario, like if you had to get rid of one, which one would you keep? And it's very hard because you're pretty much supposed to choose the figures that you really like, and I have trouble with that, so I decided to put them all in like a spinny wheel. So we're doing 5 rounds and just a bunch of random figures that I absolutely love, and I'm very excited to do this because I don't know what I would get rid of because there's so many good figures, but I guess we're gonna see. So again, 5 rounds, we have to choose one figure out of the 2. We're putting 2 up against each other, and it's gonna be cool. But I got the idea from him, so it's I thought it would just be kind of fun, and this is a simple little video before the spooky season begins. So let's get this started, and let's see who our top 2 figures are for this first round. So for round 1, it decided to give me Art the Clown by Trick or Treat Studios and the Hasbro concept art Megatron. So I think I already have my answer for this one, but it's an interesting kind of, these are very different figures from each other, and it kind of just depends on what I want, I guess. Both of them are really cool, and each of them have like their own like story behind them. Like on one hand, this is my first ever like 1/6 scale figure, and I got a display base that my wife gave me, and customizing this guy was a total blast, and redoing the entire head sculpt. But then on the other hand, I've been searching for this Megatron for so long, and it was such a thrill when they announced it, and I saw like the concept arts on like the boxes and stuff, and I actually got to meet Megatron himself, and he held this figure. So it's kind of going into that direction. I could kind of compare like which one would I get in the store first, because like obviously if I found both of these guys in the store, I would probably go for him more. But I'm kind of just looking at it at like which one, if I had to like donate it or throw it away just for some odd reason, which one of these 2 would have to go and which one would I keep. And it's very hard to choose because each of them have like their own like little piece of like there's like so many good like memories with both of them, and it's so hard to choose because they're really awesome figures. Art is such an amazing figure, and like customizing them again was so much fun, getting the display base and getting his stupid little sack that he's carrying around, and painting that face was so fun to do, and it's probably one of my best paint works I've done. But then on the other hand, this figure of Megatron is absolutely fantastic, and there's like so many die-cast metal pieces, and it's really hard to choose because they're just awesome. They're awesome figures. But I feel like that, overall I would probably go for Art more. As much as I love Megatron, I think Art the Clown just has a better presence, and I had a lot of fun with him, and that's a lot of progress that I put into him that I can't really get back. At least with this one, I have a picture of Megatron holding it, so I guess that's enough, but it's such a hard choice because both of these figures are so cool. But yeah, I really do like both of them, but I think that Art the Clown wins this round. Next on round 2 is Jason from Part 7. Friday the 13th Part 7, and the Figma Doomslayer from Doom Eternal. This is a pretty heated battle. This is an interesting one because I absolutely adore both of these figures, and choosing between both of them is like the trickiest thing ever. And I feel like my instinct is to go with the Figma Slayer because that's a figure that I've been wanting for a while, and he's a lot of fun to pose around and stuff, and he has an amazing amount of accessories, and he just is awesome to look at. But on the other hand, Jason has an amazing amount of accessories too, and is also really fun to handle. Plus, I have probably some of my best photo photography with this figure, and I've had a ball just playing with this guy, and I find myself always just like picking him up most days and just messing around with his articulation and just putting him into some poses, even though they're simple. I just have fun with him. And the Slayer's more, I just have him on the shelf and kind of pose him once in a while, because it's kind of hard to really, pose a figure like this because it's more of a display piece, but he does pose very nicely. But with Jason, you can just fiddle around with him and just have a blast with him even without really thinking. So it's kind of hard to choose because both of these figures are amazing, and I just absolutely love both of these guys' design, and they're probably some of my favorite designs from their medias, and it's hard to choose. It's really, really hard to choose. But I think I'm a Doom guy at heart, and I think I have to choose the Figma Slayer, but it's very close because I adore this Jason Voorhees. But I don't know, I feel like I have to choose the Slayer, but it pains me to say that because I love this Jason, and it's tough. It's a tough decision, but it's interesting, and these are both very different figures from each other, so you got to keep that in mind. But it's hard. It's hard to choose between these two, but yeah, again, probably the Doom Slayer will be the one that takes round 2. So far, out of all the choices, this one is probably going to be the most hardest one to choose. And I don't want to choose between these two because I love both of these figures. These guys are probably some of the best NECA figures that I have. And it's just like, oh man, it's so insane. I've had this guy on the shelf for a bit. So there's just like a spider web just like built in here. And he's crawling. Oh, it's a little jumping spider. He made his nest behind Frankenstein. Okay, I'm gonna have to let him loose in a little bit, but he can be in the background in the video. That's kind of funny. Anyways, these two figures are amazing. These guys are like absolutely insane because the amount of detailing and their accessories are absolutely fantastic. And it's so hard to choose. This guy almost came in first last year's figure of the month, and he was only beat by Art the Clown, so it was a very difficult choice. But both of these guys are so cool looking. Of course, I have a big nostalgic spot for both of these guys. Now, I might not really care for his movie, but he has one of the best Predator designs that I have ever seen. But Bride of Frankenstein, this design has always just been one of my favorites for the monster, and it's insane that they captured the likeness to Boris Karloff to a T, and they have a beautiful display base to go with it. It's so crazy, and like I don't want to choose between these two, but I feel like I have to choose, and I don't know who I want to choose because both of them are awesome. This guy's so cool. I absolutely love him. He does have a problem standing a little bit, but they're so cool looking. It's so hard. It's so hard to choose. I don't even want to choose because these guys are awesome. But I have to choose. I have to choose one, and it's so hard. It's so hard to choose. If I were to find these guys in stores, which one would I choose? If I had to get rid of one of them right now, which one would I choose? Which one was I more happy with when I found him? Because I feel like this one I felt like I was more happy with because I found him out in the wild in a toy store. This guy I pre-ordered, so I got him in the mail. So I don't know. I could add that as an aspect, but I don't know. I don't know if that could count. But both of these guys are so cool, and he comes with the chair too. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I think it. Damn it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go with. This is tough. Okay, I feel like I've made my decision. This is a very hard decision, but if I had to throw one away, if I had to take one, pick them up, and throw them in the trash, but keep one of them, I think I'm gonna have to keep Frankenstein. As hard as that is for me, Frankenstein is more nostalgic, and he's awesome, and he comes with that beautiful display base. And as much as I love this feral predator, and this is like definitely the best design for the predator, it's so hard to choose, and I can't turn my back on the Frankenstein monster. So the point does go to Frankenstein, and that it hurts a little bit, but I think I like that choice. Now this one's also a very tough one because we have here Michael Myers and Carnage, both from very different toy lines. We have the Marvel Legends versus the NECA. And both of these figures are stunning, especially Carnage. Carnage really surprised me on how good he is. And Michael is amazing. And he actually won Figure of the Year. I think it was not last year, but the year before. And he still holds that title as like one of the coolest in my set. And it's so hard to choose because both of these guys are amazing. Carnage is really cool for a number of reasons. One of them is just the size and just how dynamic you can get these poses. And Michael, on the other hand, he's very simple. He came with a pretty great amount of accessories, and customizing him was just so much fun. With Carnage, all I did was a little bit of a repaint in some spots, but mostly he's pretty much the same. But Michael, I went all in for, and it's so hard to choose. Again, it's so hard to choose which figure I would choose between these two, and it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard because I really do like both of these guys, but there has to be one winner, and I feel like I don't think that Michael tops Carnage. I think Michael still reigns supreme as one of the coolest figures in my collection. He's up there in the top, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. I think I'm gonna stick with that for a while. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say because Carnage is cool and he comes with a lot of accessories, but I don't know. I am gravitated more towards Michael, and I might be a little biased because my whole getup for Halloween might be Michael Myers, but I'll show you guys in October. But yeah, I think Michael takes the dub on this one. Now, this may not be much of a finale, but I feel like that, because I don't think I can top the Bride of Frankenstein figure and the Feral Predator reaction, because I could probably easily just say Shin Godzilla, but we'll try to look at the positives. So, Shin Godzilla, of course, obviously is one of the coolest and probably the best Godzilla movie of all time, in my opinion. He's such an amazing figure, and they did really great job with this figure when I got him, and then I got that amazing custom head sculpt for him, and made like 2 videos on him. So I think that was already like a big thing, that this figure is awesome, and he's even more awesome with this head sculpt now. But Homelander is probably one of the coolest villains we've gotten in a while. Mostly more for season 1 and season 2 and a little bit of season 3, I think. No, definitely season 3. He's an awesome villain all the way around. Season 4, he kind of dropped the ball just a tiny bit, but with those 3 seasons, like, it was peak. He is a peak villain, and he's just so iconic now. And the figure itself is so beautifully done, and that cape just like is magnificent, and these head sculpts are super accurate. And I've been wanting a Homelander figure for a long time, but I don't know. I don't think I can top I don't think I can top Shin Godzilla. I don't think so. I think even with the other figures that were introduced, I think the Feral Predator art and maybe Michael or even Frankenstein, all these figures are very hard to choose from, but I feel like Shin Godzilla is such like a big thing for me that I don't know. I don't think these figures, it would have been a very tough comparison if I would have had any other figure. With Homelander, I feel like it's a tiny bit easier since he's a newer figure that I've gotten, but he's still so awesome, and I absolutely love him. But Shin Godzilla, I don't think I can give the dub to Homelander when Shin Godzilla's right next to him. So I think the winner for this final round is Shin Godzilla. And there it is. We have our roster of winners here. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was fun to watch. I know it was probably a short video and maybe just a lot of me talking, but I thought it was fun. And thank you again, Dean Knight, for thinking of the idea and encouraging everybody to try it for themselves. I do encourage you guys to go check out his videos, and if you guys have an idea on what you want to do with yours, definitely do it yourself, because this is actually really fun to do. And it kind of makes you think on how many amazing things you have in like your spot. And I don't know, it's so cool just to see all these guys. And I think that I think this is a good setup. I think this was a fun little game to play, and I highly do recommend it. And I believe currently, as of recording this video, D Knight just dropped his 3rd video. I don't think I'm going to be making more. Maybe I might do one for Halloween, but this was fun. I actually had a blast doing this, and I think that I'm pretty happy with the turnout on everybody who who won this round. There's still a lot of them that does pain me that I did have to kind of let go, but they're still here. They're still kicking, but I'm happy that I got these ones. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. I don't know what else to say. This was fun. Thank you again, D Knight, for the idea, and go check out his channel because he's got an amazing amount of videos and stuff. And he also does horror stuff, which he actually did. He's pretty much the person who inspired me to work on my Art the Clown figure here. And I really do enjoy his videos, and I'm pretty sure you guys will as well. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I think I will see you guys on what's today? Tomorrow. Tomorrow would be Friday. I don't know when this video is coming out, so Friday's video. I will see you guys there for the start of October. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.